Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you guys are ready for a fun and introspective live tonight. I know that usually we do this on a Sunday, but I'm going to be traveling on a Sunday. I'll be in Round Rock, Texas for the next 3 days. So we're doing it tonight. How is everybody doing tonight? We need to celebrate. We are 100 days away from All Hallows Eve, Halloween. I'm drinking coffee right now. How is everybody doing? Let me go ahead and just get my trusty monitor over here so I can see everybody we got going on in this chat. Got Allie Kate in the house, Spike the Clown, Canderson 14, Seasons with Anthony's in the house, Juice Tin Boy, DJ the Hunter, how you doing? Steve, I can never pronounce your last name, so I'm going to call you Steve. Maybe I can pronounce it. Macy Jewski, right? Steve Macy Jewski or Major Juicy. I don't know. I'll let you choose. What's up, Luke P? How you doing, bro? Horrid Nightmares Reviews in the house. I miss talking to you, bro. Don't be a stranger. You need to hit me up more often. What's up, Grim Productions? How you doing? Animatronic guy, Spirit Hollow Hunter, SHH. Malik's TV's in the place. Eclipse 25's in the place. Pack Hunts. JM Hunts, Halloween Enthusiast is in here. I'm wearing my Mario Kart shirt today. And a hat that you guys probably haven't seen on the channel before because it's new. So you guys know I collect hats. People have asked me to do a video on my hats. I have like 150 hats or something like that. But let's be real. We know why we're all here. We know what we're here to talk about. A lot of your questions are asking if my opinion has changed. And I almost want to go through my old video where I rated them and tell you the spots I was spot on and tell you the spots that sadly I was mistaken. I feel like I steered you guys in the wrong direction. First and foremost, I want to make sure everybody has some energy tonight. I want to make sure everybody is excited tonight. We are 100 days away from Halloween. It is right around the corner, folks. And I want you to show me that you are ready for this. I'm not ready because I forgot to turn on Big Huey's eyeballs. I don't know if that's his name, but that's what I just named it. Let's go ahead and get Big Huey turned on. Got one eye going. And up there's the other one. Got the other guy. There we go. Big Huey in the house. If you guys are ready to have fun tonight, I have had a very, 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 very long, hard, and disappointing week. And I need this, you guys. I love having these lives with you guys every week. We usually do them on Sunday. Tonight it is Saturday. I appreciate it. We can kind of talk about the personal stuff later. But if you guys are ready to have some fun tonight, do me a favor and type 100 in the live chat so that I know you guys have been counting down the days to Halloween like I have. I want to see him right there, boy. Let's see. He's 100s. You guys are firing off the 100s. All right, we are ready to do this. Allie Kate, thank you very much for, you always seem so concerned about myself, my family, our pets, our health. And I appreciate that because we've had some health scares with some close friends and family, I guess you could say, and pet scares this week. And just a lot of crappy stuff has gone on this week. So it's part of the reason I need to be drinking coffee in the early evening because my sleep pattern is off right now. So I see Chris and Sophia says, I'm having a health scare with these props. Yeah, we're definitely going to get to that. First, I have questions here. So when I announce that we are going to go live, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to post a picture of the thumbnail in the comments. Again, 99% of the time it will be on a Sunday. I'm going to post a picture of the thumbnail. I'm sorry, I said in the comments, in the community tab. And you guys can post your questions there, the ones that I am for sure going to be able to get to. And then if not, you can always at the Psychotic Circus of Savannah in the chat. It pops up like a little bloop real quick, and hopefully I can catch it. Or you can always do a super chat, which only costs $1. And if you do a super chat, for every $1 that you donate to the channel, we will buck off the horn and celebrate you, celebrating me, celebrating you, celebrating me, and celebrating you. So, and celebrating Halloween, right? I will say, usually I read you guys' names off on the questions that you had left. So on this particular printout, I can't see them. So I'm going to read them live from the actual community tab this time. So we got a pet in the background that sounds like he's a little upset about Spirit Halloween's props this year. So we have 38 questions from you guys, and I'm going to dive into those first and foremost. If you have any other questions, again, make sure that you at the Psychotic Circus of Savannah after I get through these. But if you do that super chat, we will always be able to read them right then and there. So first off, I have James Films. What's up, James? How you doing? And it says, which prop this year is your favorite, and what is your least favorite this year? So I'm assuming you're talking about just Spirit Halloween, which I will talk about Spirit Halloween for this this portion of our live tonight. The worst one this year is going to be the Betty Sharp, whatever people are calling her nowadays. She's the Johnny Punk of 2022. I actually think she's worse. I knew that based off of her image, and actually I thought she was going to be able to move her knife too. She stands still. The bag moves a little bit. Looks like maybe she has a kitten inside because it's not a lot of movement and doesn't look heavy enough to have a human in it. So again, not scary. Not impressed. So Betty Sharp is by far my least favorite. The one I am most impressed with is a tie right now, and neither one of them are clowns. Shocking! Shocking! Neither one of them are clowns. I am most impressed with either Strawman or with Reagan. Strawman's face and the texture on his mouth and everything just looks really good. Reagan looks really good. Again, I could tell that her head was going to spin based off of one, it's Reagan, and two, the way that some of the images were, her head was a little bit backwards. But the projection behind her looks awesome. I don't necessarily care for the sayings that they chose for her, but I'll tell you, there's a bunch I'm disappointed with. Betty Sharp is not it's the worst prop, but it's not the only one that I'm disappointed with. And I hate to say that because I was, and also I want to say this, when we see an animatronic, like I knew that some of these animatronics were going to be available for purchase online already. Amy and I discussed it. We were essentially going to say, hey, let's just get them online. But I really like having the experience at Spirit Halloween's flagship grand opening on the 30th. And I wanted to get my props there. I also want to see the props face to face before I make a decision, which I urge you guys to do too, because you may fall in love with something face to face that you thought sucked online. So we're going to be getting ours directly from there. But yeah, I am a little disappointed in some. So, all right. Next question. Halloween Haunt Man asked 2 questions back to back and said, what time will you be arriving at Flagship? Shh, I must not reveal my secrets. Sorry, I've been asked by the inviters to not announce when I will be there. However, did you get the packet? No. You mind grabbing that for me, babe? However, I will say this. And how many is it? 50?
25.
Oh, 25? All right. I will say this, that the first 20, whoa. Relax there, bro. It looked like an earthquake was happening.
Sorry.
The first 25 folks that approach Savannah, the Psychotic Circus of Senior Citizen, and every other name that you guys call me, first 25-ish folks that approach me and say a magic word. That magic word is, hi, Savannah. Can I get a picture with you? Or I don't know, whatever. First 25 of you that come up and say hi are actually going to get this high quality miniature poster that is only going to be available at Spirit Halloween's flagship. And if you'd like, I will even do a customized message on it for you and sign it for you. Free. So these are going to be free for you. Hope that you guys are excited about that. If you are, type a, I don't know, do a clown emoji. Good one, Amy. Do a clown emoji in the chat if you are going to be so excited to hopefully grab one of the very rare, very limited time 1025 Psychotic Circus of Savannah mini posters. DJ the Haunter is super excited. He's doing cartwheels right now. Holy guacamole. Big Stribs in the house. How you doing, man? How you doing, bruh? All right. So he also asked, what airline are we using to fly to Flagship? It's a little creepy. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little strange that you want to know what airline I'm flying. Is it because you are also, I can't talk tonight. Is it because you are also flying to Flagship? Are you hoping that we're on the same plane? I'm taking a direct flight from Dallas, so unless you are, sorry, bruh. But I must not, again, reveal when I'm arriving, how I'm arriving. Should I just tell them? Yeah. All right, so we're going to be there on December 14th, and we're traveling via spaceship. So SGA Brick says, I think it would be cool to make a Lucky Bottoms prop into a Jack-in-the-Box. Do you think you'll be modifying any of these year's props to fix some of the problems? So that's the thing, is that I don't think that modification would fix what I find to be problems. And I don't think that Lucky Bottoms, in my opinion, would really fit into a Jack in the Box, as the way that he turns isn't really a Jack in the Box's vibe. It doesn't, in my opinion, he doesn't have a Jack in the Box just look to him. I don't think modifications can fix any of the issues that I have. Do you mind shutting the other one too?
Yeah.
Thank you. GTH Halloween says, what's your opinion on Betty Sharp? Oh, this is the, I completely forgot. Let's rewind to, hey, which ones I'm impressed with. This is the other one, The Widow. The Widow looks creepy.
Oh, yeah. Love her. Love her.
Right? The Widow? If you guys haven't seen The Widow, it is the only trailer that we've uploaded to the channel by itself. Everything else was like part of all of them. The Widow is a little creepy. And her backstory is creepy. She found her husband cheating on her and unalived him. And now she's just like, I don't know. She's scary. So The Widow, thumbs up. You guys get The Widow and you put her in the right setting, it's going to terrify some people. And Mr. Punchy. Well, I was wrong about something. I thought that Mr. Punchy was going to have an inflatable bottom base. I purposely have not watched anybody who's received Mr. Punchy and is setting him up because, again, I want to see him face to face. But Mr. Punchy, I believe, just has like some type of flimsy-ish wires that make his bulbous, round, big booty Mr. Punchy. But Mr. Punchy, I think his like LED tube lighting looks cool. It's like with some of those purge masks. But again, I'm really upset with the lack of mouth movement for all of the props. It's not the direction that I think the company should be going. And I hate to say that because, again, I'm always going to support Spirit Halloween because it's the largest Halloween retailer. And their ideas are on point this year. I love the originality of some of these, but the lack of mouth movement is just not. It seems like the technology that was used this year was a step back for most, not all, but most of the props. So, and we'll get into more detail with that. So, what up, Brick Thunder? Oh, Brick Thunder says he has a fan inflating the cloth in the base. So it is I guess that would be like an inflatable because inflatables use fans as well. But ZMJ10 with the comment of the night so far. However, I'm not super impressed just yet. So Halloween fan 1890 says, will you get Lucky Bottoms? I am pretty positive that I will. I'm not super impressed by him. It's just more of like it's a clown. Let's get the clown. But I'm just not. I'll put it this way. Since I saw the videos, I haven't seen one of the props that I'm like, I have to have that this year. I want them because I collect clowns. And so part of it would just be great for the collection. And I'm sure that the ones that I would get this year would stand out in the sea of painted faces that I put on in my display. But I'm not impressed to the point where I have to have one of these clowns. So Mr. Gullible says, now that the video for Lucky Bottoms has been released, have you changed your mind about not getting it? I mean, I don't think I was ever saying I wasn't going to get him. I just wasn't sure if I was going to get him. And it's kind of the same way. At this point, I'm not positive. First off, I don't know if I will pay retail for any of them. I'll tell you that much. I want to have one of those wonderful coupons that Spirit usually releases. And first, I don't think I've ever, yes, I have. I take that back. I was going to say, I don't think I've ever purchased something at retail from Spirit Halloween because I love their coupons. And they usually have like a 20% off coupon that can really help you. But I'm not, it feels a little lackluster now that I've seen the release. And mostly, I'll be honest, mostly it's just the mouth movement. If there was a little bit of mouth movement, I could tell Mr. Punchy wasn't going to have mouth movement. But Nozzles looks like he would have mouth movement. Monty, I wish he would be a little faster with how he did things. It's those kind of. Punchy, I wish had some sayings that had to do with what he is. I don't think I really got that vibe from what I did see online. It's just, I'm not sure. It seems like some other retailers got the more detailed props, and it seems like Spirit, even though they had very unique ideas, just kind of missed the mark a little bit. I still think Nozzles is cool. I don't really think that his hand movement, like doing the baby shark thing, is really super cool. I was hoping that his arms would be a little more wacky, inflatable arm flailing tube man like that you might see in front of a brand new dentist office or car dealership. NJA Horror says, what are your flagship plans? My flagship plans are this: show up to Flagship, meet all of you, take a bunch of pictures and video, grab some props, and have some fun. I want to do a hot chip challenge with somebody, which I think another YouTuber, Haunt World, has really stepped up to the plate about it. And I might even bring the end hot sauce with me too. The hottest hot sauce, and put it on the chip, and we'll see what happens. But, mostly I'm there for the community, right? Everybody has a Spirit Halloween near them, or fingers crossed, everybody should have a Spirit Halloween near them. I'm mostly there to meet you guys, to have fun, to get into the excitement that Halloween's right around the corner. Again, 100 days away, dude. So, that's, whereas last year I felt like it was like I wanted to get the props first. I wanted to, it was like I needed that prop. I couldn't wait until the Spirit opened near me. I needed to go to New Jersey to get it then. And this year it's more of like, that's cool, and we'll get to those, but it's more about the community here. It's more about folks that are into Spirit Halloween just like I am. So Captain Phasma Simp says, would you consider making more custom animatronics like Tim Curry as Pennywise, and even thought of selling some of your props? So there are some props that I have been wanting to sell. One of them is Dark Jester. I don't have his base, so if somebody could make a base, they'd probably have a really, really hard to get, scary, creepy prop. Mr. Dark, there's been some conversation on with me and a person about closing a deal on Mr. Dark. I wasn't able to close the deal just yet because of some family and friends issues that we've had. But fingers crossed, we'll be able to do it sometime this weekend or week. And if you're talking about ones that I would make and sell, probably not, because they don't necessarily they're not going to be, like, for instance, my Insane Clown Posse props that, even Insane Clown Posse commented on the props. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out, because I have a hilarious story actually about Big Stribs. If you see Big Stribs in the chat, he's the one who got me. He's the other kid in that video that introduced me to the Insane Clown Posse. So how about this? Everybody in the chat, type a whoop whoop just for Big Stribs. to make him feel nice and warm and fuzzy, for introducing me to a band that I know too much about. So we got some whoop whoops in here. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. But like I was saying, with those props, all I did is I took other props and stripped their clothes off and did some customizations to the prop. I don't think that my customizations are great for my quality. If you guys know anything about our products that we give to you guys, I like to make sure they are the best quality I can get. And, you know, me drawing on tattoos with a pen and doing making it very detailed, it's still not the quality I would want where it would be like a mass produced prop. So I probably wouldn't ever sell any of my customized props. Logan Matthews says, have your opinions changed on the animatronics that are coming out this year? Yep, we'll get to them. Jason J says, who is the best animatronic of the year? Lord Raven for me. I touched base on it. Cheesy Beans Boy says, are you going to... That's a name, dude. Cheesy Beans Boy says, are you going to get the green 6-foot green clown from Lowe's? And what props from Party City are you going to get? So I am more impressed, not more impressed, but I'm impressed by the props at Party City and the props at Lowe's and the props at Home Depot. If it's a clown this year, I want to get it, except for the ones from Morris Costumes, because Pesky the Clown or Pesky Clown or whatever it is, it's just big top clown with longer leg poles. I'm not interested. JJ Halloween says, what are the animatronics you're planning on getting this year from any company? Clowns from wherever. I hope you got your screenshot there, boys. Mr. Cat Cookie says, who do you think you're going to buy the most of? Home Depot, Spirit, Party City, stuff like that. I had a little southern accent there, Amy. Did you hear that?
I sure did.
Living in Texas too long. Amy, who do you think that we are going to be spending the most money with this year? Spirit, Party City?
Didn't you say Party City is like $500 alone?
That's a good point. That gigantic clown. Well, is that one $500, guys? That gigantic one from Party City, is it $500? Because if it is, bruh, I want it, but I don't know if I want it for $500. 500. How long we been on? 27 minutes. Holy shit! $500? Get the fuck out of here! $500, bro. Fuck that. That's ridiculous. $500, dude. $500. How much is that big ass skeleton from Home Depot? It's like $300.
I think so.
And these fuckers are wanting $500 for a smaller guy? What, because he has some fabric?
$425 with a coupon, apparently.
Cackles is his name. I'm going to call him Cankles. Cankles is about $425 with a coupon. $425, maybe. But
I think it's going to be definitely Spirit that we're going to be spending the most, because Party City is just a one for 500.
Party City, I think, has 2 clowns. Lowe's has a clown, I believe. Home Depot has a clown, I believe. And Spirit has 3 or 4 props that I want. So if we're talking money-wise, it's going to be Party City, because I'm going to want that clown. If it's talking the amount, like how many animatronics at each spot, it's going to be Spirit. But one thing that I always am trying to get is older props too that I don't have. So, I'm always on the lookout for those. So we can see about finding those. And it's weird because I really like the props that are from before my collecting era. right? So I started our haunted house in 2019. 2018. No, the actual haunted house was 2019.
Yeah,
started the display in 2018. So I always want to get props from before 2018, to be honest. I don't know why. Can you go chill with all that? Like, sorry about that. So I always want to get ones from before I started collecting, because the ones that came out when I started collecting, for some reason, it's like if I didn't get it, it's probably a reason why. So yeah. All right. Jacob Simpson says, will you be getting Monty this year? The first prop I'll be getting this year is Lucky Bottoms. You guys seem to love Lucky Bottoms. Monty is still, look at that. Just showed up right there. He's still one that I want. I'm disappointed in his mouth movement. I'm disappointed with how slow he moves. He's creepy looking though. And I think with the right lighting, it will be really freaky. So Mr. Nowhere says, what are your overall thoughts on the lineup this year now that we know what a good majority of them do? Again, I'm a little disappointed. This guy's arm movement is kind of cool, but it's just done with gravity. So you can see it like bounces, which doesn't look like a high quality to me. I think that, I'm not sure. Again, look, this right here, it doesn't even seem to go in a full circle. It seems like they cut every time he's going to go a little bit to his right. It seems like he goes this way, and then comes straight up. So if you were ever trying to get away from Lucky Bottoms, just go by his right side. You can't reach that way. If you were that scared of him, he'll do crazy stuff to you if you come to his left. He must be left-handed. Kyle Kyle says, with the prices of spirits props increasing closer to what Distortion's Frightronics cost, is there a particular prop you'd like to see Distortions make? Great question, dude. Great question. Because I think it touches on two different things. One, yeah, spirits trying to inch their way up there. And this is going to do one of two things. It's either going to force folks who are going to look at spirit and say, okay, this prop is blah, blah, blah amount, and look at Distortions and say, you mean for another $50 or $100, I can get something that's made with steel, that is made from a professional company that has sculpting and detailed painting and better quality clothes and better quality mechs. And that's going to either cause Distortions to sell a crap load more of props, or cause them to up their prices. Because again, it's going to be like, oh, well, the market's paying this for a spirit prop. They might as well start paying this for a Distortions prop. And I hope that's not the case. I think Ed from Distortions has always been very fair with his prices. I think that his quality has never really taken a dip because he loves it, right? Distortions is a family company that it's him and his wife and their close friends and family that are making Halloween the way that they want to. Whereas, Spirit, Home Depot, Party City, Halloween City, Lowe's, whoever, these are corporations that, even though with Spirit, it's still a smaller, tight-knit community, they're buying these from Chinese manufacturers. So it's more of like a, hey, is this going to sell, and not necessarily a focus on quality. But great question. And I do have something I'd love Distortions to make. I'd love something to have anybody to make. I want a Terrifier animatronic. Terrifier, the movie, if you have not seen it, it is not for the young. It is not your, if you watch, for instance, like Halloween and you think that's scary, Terrifier is different. It's cheesy in the way that the acting is, but it is very, very gruesome. and disturbing the way that it's gruesome. But I would love, I don't care who it is, somebody to make a commercially released Terrifier prop. And there's a new Terrifier prop, or a Terrifier movie that I believe is supposed to be coming out this year. So it's like, if you could do it, it'd most likely have to come out next year after the movie. So Kristen Sophia says, the props are whack this year. Some green snotty clown with whack arms that shoots fog and overpriced, a monkey that's in slow motion, a bird thing that looks like a mess up, a zombie that's overpriced, and in my opinion, their best prop is a filler prop in the Strawman. I was hyped knowing all these props were coming out and going to be overpriced because of inflation, but this lineup is garbage. Straight trash. People oh, this is long. This is a rant. His words, not mine. But I kind of agree with some of it, but not all of it, but some of it. People wake up, they are not worth the money, and spirits laughing at you. Damn, dude, okay. We give them love by going to Flagship. They send boxes to their favorite YouTube channels and discounts to them. That part they don't do. They don't send discounts, at least to me. I get the same 20% coupon, 20% off coupon that you guys get. Jacket up their rates on props that they have in stock because people are ordering them and getting the 2022 lineup in a couple days. Home Depot is catching up and their prices are not as high for a better prop. This year is garbage, people. I'm not one to complain, but waiting for this season and seeing this shite, use your head and not your heart. You don't have to buy this garbage. Save your money and spend it on a better quality prop. I'm done venting, LOL. Chris and Sophia. Again, I don't think that your words are, I don't think that your heart is necessarily incorrect. I'll put it that way. I think that right now the prices are overpriced, and I was hoping that the prices were overpriced because we were going to get crazy quality stuff. And again, I'm trying to reserve my true judgment for when I see them face to face, but the videos are not that impressive. And we're going to go through these here. I got a couple more questions, and then we need to dive into this because so far it's been 37 minutes of questions, guys. Thank you so much. Spike the Clown says, do you think Punchy is good? He's good. He's all right. Do you think Nozzles fog sucks or is it good? I don't know if the Nozzles, let me just pull that part up here. Where is Nozzles? Where is Nozzles? Where is Nozzles? Where is Nozzles? There is Nozzles. So this is the thing about the Nozzles fog. I don't think that the lighting, and this is what I'm hoping, I don't think the lighting in this video is really going to show how the fog is going to look in real life, right? So, and the reason I say that is if we remember Harvester of Souls, the way that they shot the fog out and the lights hit the fog, the only reason it went into his mouth was because he had a fan that was blowing into his head, which was sucking the fog in, right? With Nozzles, because he doesn't have something that's sucking that fog in and it's coming out, I don't know if it's going to billow out, but I think that the light is definitely going to hit it in a different way. That's going to make it look a little creepier. Now, the fog is not going to stay green, obviously, because it's only going to be green when it's in that fog, when the fog is going through the light, if that makes sense. It's not going to look like it's green fog like Harvester of Souls was. So I do think that although I am not happy with the lack of mouth movement and the arm movement is not really my fave, I do think that this is, and you know, it could be wishful thinking. I don't think that this is actually doing him justice. Because you can see, oh, I was trying to pause it just in time. You can see here, and if you have seen the trailer, you can go to my channel and check it out. you can see here that all the way up here, it's still showing fog. So I imagine that these are going to be extremely bright. I mean, green fog way up here. You can't see it on, maybe you can kind of see it on the screen right now. So I do think that, I think it's going to look better than what this gives it justice. So, you know, I'm excited to see what he looks like in real life. So yeah, there's that. And I believe I had one more question from the one and only Alley Kate 325. It says, what do you think is Spirit's new version of Reagan from The Exorcist this year? I'm really curious to know. How about the other props? As always, I hope you and your family are feeling great and having a wonderful evening. Thank you for that. We have had a very rough week. So appreciate that. I love your thumbnails too. They're always extremely decorative. I like how you always include your logo. I hate my thumbnails. I really do. I don't think that my thumbnails look as good as I want them to. And maybe it's just me being picky. But I don't necessarily know the best way to do thumbnails. And I imagine if you go back and you look at my old stuff, the thumbnails have definitely improved, but you know, we'll see where they get us, where we evolve to. Regarding Reagan, she is by far one of my favorite props this year. Not that one. Where is she? Looking at her, and we're gonna go through all these, but her face is creepy. I do wish that there was a little bit of arm movement. This prop, because her head spins, I wouldn't expect mouth movement. So that would be okay with me. I almost don't want the mouth movement. But I wish her arms did move. But her face is terrifying. And that, with the projection coming out of the back, is creepy. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hit the mark. Hit the mark. So, Lavender Boys Halloween Fest. Have a good night. I see that you're peacing out. All right, let's go through these real quick because I want to, in detail, I want to be able to see all of the trailer here with you, and then we can discuss it. So first, I want to look at the Strawman one. I didn't have the video prepared here, so I apologize, but we will. So here, the looming, not looming Strawman, that's the old one. Hold on 2 seconds. The Strawman, which I was also surprised because it seems like his trailer wasn't shot in the same location as everybody else's. They shot this outside instead of on a set, which was interesting. But let's go ahead and check all dude out. So, yeah. Let me turn his volume up for all of us so we can hear this. Hopefully you guys can hear this.
Did you know that this land is cursed? The originals buried his phantoms in this field. They said the heritage soil nice and fertilized. Would you care to see where the remains lie?
So his he is based servo based, which means that he has more of a fluid look to him. The way that he moves is a little more natural, which as a scarecrow, should he have? Because a scarecrow is usually stuck on something. So I kind of feel like they wasted the servo on him, and they should have used the servo on something like Monty. However, his mouth movement is on point, looks so good. His face is creepy. He isn't a pumpkin-headed scarecrow. I like him a lot. Again, I kind of feel like they shouldn't have done the servo on him, but that's, it is what it is. So let's go through all of these and discuss them in detail. So first up, we're going to have Punchy.
Come closer and don't tell you. Closer, closer.
So first off, I'm not a fan of his saying. I know that these guys are going to have cheesy sayings, but this saying could have been given to anybody, any one of these props. It could have been given to Lord Raven, just in a different voice, but I have a secret to tell you. I mean, it could have, there was no, if we're going to give them a cheesy vibe, let's make it like a cheesy vibe. Let's make it have to do with who they are, what they have to do with. I didn't read what all of his sayings are, so maybe his other sayings are cheesy, but what they've shown here, yeah. What do you guys think of this guy? First off, let's rewind on the Strawman. On a level of 1 to 5, how many step pads would you guys give that guy for the Strawman? Not for him, but for the Strawman. All right. So I see some 4s, 4.5s, 5s, 5 step pads, 5s. Know Your Joe says 1. 1 is the worst. Everybody else is 5s, 4s. See a 3 from James Films. A -2 by Badland Haunts. That's interesting. So interesting. What about Punchy? What would you guys give Punchy? I'm gonna save my step pad rating. I'll tell you guys what I feel about it, but I'm gonna save my step pad rating for a video where I break it down, where I can compare what my rating was before versus what it is now after the demo. But Punchy, I see some 3s, see a 1, I see a lot of 3s. Animatronic guy giving it a 4, Ace Swanson giving it a 4. So the folks that are giving it a 3.5 or a 4, would you have given him a 5 with mouth movement? Maybe. All right. I don't know. I kind of don't like his hands. I wish they were like boxing gloves, like Shorty's, to be honest with you. Like, I might switch mine because Shorty gets, when you purchase Shorty, if you guys don't know, he can either come with boxing gloves or he can come with his hands. I might switch Shorty back to his regular hands and use Shorty's boxing gloves with Punchy. I think that would make more sense. That might be something I actually switch up for one of these animatronics. Don't you think that'd be better?
I want to see it.
Yeah, but concept-wise,
Yeah.
he's a punchable clown. His name is Punchy. Let's give him some gloves. I think that we should switch out his gloves for Shorty's gloves. So, all right, let's see. Yeah, we already heard you talk, Lord. Oh, did we fast forward through one? We did. Okay. So next is going to be Nozzles. with Nozzles, he needs mouth movement. He has to. And you can tell, it looks like his face is a hard plastic, is what I'm assuming. I haven't seen anybody's videos that have actually purchased Nozzles. I don't even know if could you purchase Nozzles before? Okay. It might be latex. Brick said it was latex?
Yeah, they just call it again.
Okay, so his head is latex. At that point, make him talk. Like, if his face is already latex, and realistically, they're going to have the way that he moves. So he's going to have, is it his shoulder or his waist? He's going to have a movement in either his waist and in each arm. So that would at least be 2 motors. They can make his mouth move because we have other props that move with 2 motors and have mouth movement. LOL says Nozzles the COVID clown.
We can always put a mask on.
Oh. Did you say that? You came up with that, Amy?
Yeah.
Amy said put a COVID mask on it. Didn't we last year have Spirit House or Psychotic Circus of Savannah a COVID mask?
Yeah.
I think Ember won it.
Yeah.
Golden Embers won the Psychotic Circus of Savannah COVID mask. Wait, was it Ember or was it? No, it wasn't Ember. It was E-Coops, I think, that won it, right? I know that E-Coops won the whole box, but I don't know if we had that in there. J. Rue Holiday is asking a question. I saw that he's asked it a couple times. Are you nervous that someone may sue you if they get hurt in your haunt? Nervous, I don't know is the correct answer because I'm not sure. You know, we have homeowners insurance, and it would cover for something like that because this is not a free, or this is a free event. It is not an event we charge for. So I'm not sure if I would be nervous, so to speak, but I don't want anybody to get hurt. And we try to take all the precautions we can to assure that nobody does. But again, this guy's lack of mouth movement really sucks. Giving him a COVID mask may actually kind of fix my problem with his lack of mouth movement. So there's that. Again, I'm on a level of 1 to 5, with 1 being the worst and 5 being the best animatronic that's released by Spirit this year. What are you guys giving Nozzles? LOL says put Nozzles in a gas mask. You know how they got the one that's right here with the 2 filters?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. LOL. You might have just changed my opinion and my rating on this guy. So far, the 2 guys that I've had a problem with that I really loved, Punchy, getting him his boxing gloves. This dude with a gas mask with the filters on it. And I think they got some with the pink filters, which would match his hair. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's Punchy's hair. But I think that I think you might have just saved my day, boy. So, all right. You guys are giving him 4s, 3s, 2s, 4.5. I haven't seen one person give him a 5 out of 5. Amy did.
What?
You gave him a 5 out of 5.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Oh, no, it's a 3. I'm sorry. Colin Stevens gave him a 5 out of 5. What's up, Colin? How you doing? No, your Joe says, I am impressed by your haunted house. Well done, sir. Oh, well, thank you. Badland Haunt says a 5, too. So, Benjamin Perez, we talked about this before, but my least favorite one so far, I don't know if you're talking in the list of trailers we've watched so far. That would probably be so far, which we've only seen 3, would probably be my least favorite. Ooh, fudge brownie. Probably be Punchy so far. But out of all of them, it's going to be Betty Sharp all the time. That thing sucks. All right. Next prop here is what do we got lined up next? Lord Raven.
You could say I have eyes all over. Remember, wherever you run, my crows and I will find.
So with Lord Raven, it's kind of hard to see on the trailer, but he has mouth movement. His whole beak opens up when he talks. His movement is, that coming out look, which that was a horror, like, I look stupid. But that neck coming out I like it. I think it's really cool. Not a fan of the red eyes. I wish that they would have been black. Again, if you are also a fan of black, dead skull eyes, unplug that light right there. But I see that Brick says that he actually moves a ton in real life. I have not watched any of the real demos in real life yet because I want to wait until after Flagship. I want to see them my first time at Spirit, seeing what they do. And so, that's the one piece that I'm saving for myself, like a little excited kid, is I want to see those face to face, right? So I'm holding off on that part. But his eyes, I would unplug them. His sayings are cool. I really like, there's a reverse reverb effect to his voice where, if he was to say like, Happy Halloween, it goes like, Happy Halloween. It like does a reverse reverb. I don't know how else to explain it, but the way that they do it in a recording studio is they actually reverse the saying. They put a reverb effect on it to make it sound like it's in like a large hall or a church or something. And then they reverse all of that audio again. So the echo isn't really the correct word, but the reverberation of it will actually come up before the saying. So it gives this more sinister sound to it. But he's cool. I like him a lot. And his stance, his silhouette is creepy. He's cool. He's cool. I see Golden Embers already jumped to it. What would you guys be giving him? He says 4.2 out of 5. Tara and Tamarack's asking if I'm planning on getting a prop that's not a clown this year. Possibly Monty. Again, not sure just yet. Jackal Halloween Kid says 5. Animatronic guy says 4.5. Willie Loomis 4.5. Amy, you only said 4?
What?
3.9. I don't think that Caleb understands the rating of a 1 through a 5. And if so, you're giving it an 8. So that means you really like it. 4.44. He's cool, except his outfit is bland. Mad About Monsters, I agree. So, but he's cool. Again, I'm reserving my step pad review for a video that's going to be coming out this week, where I'm going to be comparing what I said before versus now. So next up is going to be Monty. And Monty, well, Monty, first off, I wish that his sounds were more of a frantic chimpanzee monkey sound. I did an impression last live, and it was rather embarrassing, but I wish it sounded more like that. This almost sounds like a dog growling. They put like a filter on his sound where he sounds like it's a deeper voice and it sounds demonic. I don't think that was necessary. I would have just really enjoyed a very high-pitched, very just natural sounding, frantic, scary monkey chimpanzee sound. I also believe that he needs to be sped up. You know, doing this. That toy that we talked about here, you know what I'm going to do? Check this out. We're going to do this. I want to show you guys what one of these monkeys actually does, like do in real life if you've never seen one. So I'm going to turn down the volume on this because, again, I don't know whose sound this belongs to, but just so we can do a side-by-side comparison, right? Over here, we will have, let me turn him around. We will have, what the fudge brownie. Okay. We will have a legitimate toy that this is based off of. You notice it's even the same outfit. Over on this side, and then on this side, we will have Monty, and we will try to play him remotely close to the same time so you can see the difference. So as you can see, Monty looks like he's underwater compared to this other one, right? And again, one thing I was wishing you can see here, I don't know if you could see there, but the old toy, his eyes pop out of his head, right? And his lip movement, and then slamming. That's what I wanted to see Monty do. And that's what I thought he was going to do based off of how his eyes are. This thing, even being 2 inches long, is way scarier than Monty. Like, look at this part again when he pulls his eyes out of his head. That's what Monty should have done. So Monty over here looks like he's in slow motion. I agree. He looks like he's underwater. What do you guys give Monty out of 5? I see 4. What's with Monty's voice, though? It's terrible. Not happy with it. 3. Badland Haunts gives it a 4.9. 3. JJ Halloween gives it a 5. Spooky Kid gives it a 4 out of 5. Fearful Fright's a 4.8 out of 5. I'm surprised he's still getting such high remarks from most of you. Carnival of Fear Yard Haunt says a 2.5. Amy says a 4. So it's I don't know. He looks slow. Again, I want to see him face to face. So the next one up that we have here that we're going to discuss is Bog Zombie. So, timeout. Bog Zombie has such little mouth movement that he might as well have not even had mouth movement. And it might have made more sense for him not to because he's a zombie that's coming out of a swamp. And, you know, I don't know if they would be moving their mouth to talk. They just, you know, they wouldn't be like, this is the guy to cheap out on his mouth. This is the guy to give him just the standard face. Give that mouth movement over to our boy Nozzles. This is where you took the like, dude, this guy right here, his face is much scarier than Nozzles, right? He almost has if you've ever seen the show Creep Show or Tales from the Crypt, he kind of has that vibe, right? He doesn't need a bunch of mouth movement. This clown that's like, hey, kids, come on over here and I'm going to spray your face with this poison or whatever. There's so much animation in his voice. There's so much movement that's needed to make it look realistic. There's so much just animation that is now lost with kids trying to get your asses over here so I can steal your candy and spray you with hog. I'm not a ventriloquist, but this dude doesn't need that. He's not like, I'm going to eat your brains. He's just this gargling, bubbling sound. Who said this guy needed mouth movement? Like, this is the stuff that is irking me this year, is that we're wasting, in my opinion, we're wasting movement on props that really don't need it to be believable. And the ones that do need it to be believable, we're not utilizing it. And it's nothing new. It's just a mouth movement. Just swap them. So, Bog Zombie. 5-step pad review. What are you guys giving the guy? Badland Haunts didn't even wait. He's like 3.5 with a zombie emoji. Ryan says at least Monty has some insane mouth movement though. Is it insane? Because doesn't it just do this? It's not insane. It's just mouth movement, right? It's not like the toy was where the lips curl and all that, you know? So, all right. I see some 4s, 3.5, 4, 2, 4, 4, 5, 2, 4, 3.5, 3.5, 5, 5, 3. So this one seems like to be all over the place. Damn, you got a 0 from Benjamin Perez. Brick Thunder says, I'd give Bog a 1 out of 5. He is probably my least favorite of the year.
Wow.
You dislike this guy more than Betty Sharp? Brick Thuntor? Brock Lesnar? Cinderblock Lightning? You like this guy less than Betty Sharp? Bro. People are booing you right now, Brick. Oh my gosh, no. There's no way this guy, I could not give this guy a 1. I would give him a 3. A 3.5 maybe. I think that his hand looks cheap the way it bounces. Even his mouth movement isn't the greatest. So it's like, why even give it to him? Because his mouth just goes. There's not any real articulation with his mouth. But a 1. Bricky with the blicky. All right. Let's see who we got next. Oh, this guy. Hold on. Before I even talk about it, Brick, how many step pads you give this dude? Because if you're going to give Bog Zombie 1, this guy, even though he shoots up quick, got to be a 0 or at least a 1. I want to see what you got to say. Specifically, just Brick, I got to see what you say. Tied with Bog. All right. Okay. You know what? You get the honorary horn honk. Honorary horn honk for redeeming yourself that this one also is not very good. I thought for sure you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to get 3 of them. All right, let's watch this guy's demo. Why are there multiple laughs? The fuck? Pitchfork at the end for some random reason that has nothing to do with your actual prop. I don't get why there's multiple laughs. Looks cheap. I mean, even when he pops up, you can see there, like, he pops up very quick, I might add. Then there's a shakiness to him because I imagine that his build quality isn't the best. His collarbone shakes like jello. Multiple laughs. This does not look real at all. It looks the skull looks cheap. You can find more detailed skulls that probably weigh the same, that are probably made out of the same material. Put that skull on this one. Remove this one's head. Put a better skull on it. All right, might be a little better, but this prop, I don't know. His sound is just, there's two laughs. One, I don't know. He pops up quick, though. I'll give him that. He definitely pops up quick. I don't think it's going to scare anybody. It's a giveaway that he has his hands poking out of the bag. So, you know, and also another thing is I don't necessarily want my Halloween to advertise Spirit Halloween. And again, hear me out on this. I am a Spirit Halloween fan. This guy is from Spirit Halloween. He came out in, is it 2020? Or last year?
Which one?
What were we calling him? Herbie or whatever his name was? Huey? Big Huey back here?
Oh, that was
I think it was 2020. Right? So
yeah.
I'm a Spirit Halloween fan, and I love to show their stuff in my hunt, but I don't necessarily want to say, hey, head to Spirit Halloween and get all the stuff I got, so that when you get here, you're not scared because you've seen it and you stepped on the step pad and you saw a 4-year-old cut in front of you and step on the step pad and he got scared, but you didn't because you're tall enough to look right down into that bag. I don't like this part. Make it blank, and I think it would have been better. All right, out of this guy, what are we giving him? I see LOL calls him Bago Disappointment. All right, 3.5, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. Chris and Sophia with a 5? Bro. Maybe I should ask Sophia what she thinks. Sorry, Chris. 5? Zeros are popping up. Wacky Mole says everything is so overhated this year. I don't know if overhated is possible. People have been giving a lot of these props 4s and 5s. This isn't Spirit's best year, but it doesn't necessarily mean all of their props are trash. This one, I'm just not a fan of. I'm not a fan of it. It doesn't look scary. The jumping spider is scarier, in my opinion, than this guy. I'm not a fan of this one. So yeah. On to the next one. Not scary. Pitchfork. What's next? Another pitchfork.
Now it's my turn to make a jack-o'-lantern from your head.
So, I forgot what this dude's name is. You're gonna call him Pretty Pumpkin Fuckface. I don't know. Did you just laugh at that, Amy?
No, I called.
Oh yeah, right. I coughed. No, I don't laugh at stuff like that. Possessed pumpkin, that's what it is. Okay. So his size, we know it's just like Crouchy. His movement is just like Crouchy. However, doesn't seem possessed. Why give him any talking? A growl would have been better. A laugh would have been better. Crouchy is okay with no. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not a fan of long, drawn out statements with no mouth movement. Laughing? Growling? That would have been great for this dude. I also think that the photos we saw originally looked like a better paint job than this. I'm just saying it, and I'm sorry for saying it, but I'm saying it. I don't think that this paint job looks the best. It's still creepy looking, but it's not. I think Crouchy is the better of the two, to be honest with you. So His movement is good. I mean, I bought Crouchy and people love Crouchy. His hands are literally the same as Crouchy except painted orange. His feet, does he even have feet? I don't think he has feet. So I think it's just little straw puffs, which, okay. I mean, I don't think he necessarily needs feet. But his face, I'm not a fan of the painting. It doesn't look as good as the original pictures we saw. And I just wish that he was, even if they used Crouchy's laugh, it would have been completely fine, right? Like something that was just not so much syllable, not so many syllables, I think would have been better. So I still think he's going to be menacing. I still think his size is a huge scare factor to him. Even with Crouchy, you look at Crouchy, he's not super scary, but his size, nobody's afraid of Crouchy, but everybody loves him because of his size. 1 out of 5. What are you guys thinking? Ali Kate says 3 out of 5. Amy says a 3. Trevor Henderson fan 65 is asking if we think he's 7 feet tall. I think he's the exact same height as Crouchy, which whatever Crouchy was. Crouchy was 7 feet, I think. I'm 6'2". He's taller than me, I believe. Crouchy, yeah, I believe the same. 3.5, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3.5, 3. Wow. Caleb gives it a 5. Britt gives it a 4. J. Rue gives it a 4. Jeff New gives it a 4. Fearful Frights. Say that 5 times fast. Fearful Fright. I couldn't say it 1 time fast. Gives it a 4.5. I would think that it's a 4 to a 4.5 prop. I don't think it's a 5 because of the saying. I think if he just laughed, I would probably give him a 5. He would do his job exactly how it was supposed to be. Big ass, scary pumpkin dude. That's your job. Just be a big ass, scary pumpkin dude. Matter of fact, Spirit, holler at me. I can name these guys for you. Big ass, scary pumpkin dude. What was the other name I gave him? Pumpkin, pimple, fuck boy. I don't know. Whatever. I can name these guys. I promise you. So. Not a fan of this, dude. I take that back. Not a fan of the audio. And I think his painting could have been a little better. But not a fan of his audio. Still love his movement. I still love his size because I love Crouchy. Wish that he just did a laugh. So next up, all right, the crown jewel. That shit is scary. That shit is scary. However, I don't like the saying, excellent day for an exorcism. Reagan would have never, in my opinion, said something like that. The stuff that Reagan would have said, I don't think you could have put on a commercially released animatronic. You ever seen the original movie? That little girl has a mouth worse than mine. It's bad, but that shit is creepy. I wish that she would have just had the maybe sounds, or if they would have literally taken like quotes from the movie, not necessarily like a sound bite, because I'm sure that that's different. But even if they had a voice actor just kind of release stuff, but she looks good. She's got puke on her face, all the cuts, her eyes. The eyes, at least on this version, which I don't know if it's a prototype, I imagine it is. The eyes on this, and in this video at least, look like how a distortions prop would look on the eyes. Those eyes, especially if you put some, there's a product called Always Wet, which if you were to put it on her eyes, it would look like her eyes were real eyeballs. This one looks good. Again, I don't necessarily need the mouth movement for this one because it's it's not that the mouth movement wouldn't look right. You know how they kind of have that look where they're not really talking. I don't want it on a human really because it takes away from the realness of her. What was the chick last year? Was it Evelyn Leach?
Yes.
She looked real, even face to face. Seeing her in the stores, head that she was holding, lame, whack, looked like a freaking Halloween mask, a cheap one. Her face looked real. I have a feeling this one's gonna look real. And I again the saying, I'm like, she wouldn't have said, "Oh, it's a nice night for her." It's not her vibe of the character. That's the one thing I do worry about with if somebody does release a Terrifier prop. He literally doesn't say anything. He doesn't have one line in any of either the movie or the short film. He doesn't have a line at all. It's just he doesn't laugh. So, realistically, all you could do is maybe have his horn honk, which is completely fine by me. But this one, I think it's dope. 1 out of 5 step pads. What are you guys giving this one? Let's see. Willie Loomis says 3 out of 5. Never seen the movie, but she looks cool. It is scary. It's an older movie, though. And it was really one of the first ones to talk about being possessed and have an exorcism. And there's a whole lore, not lure. Lure is a fishing thing. A lore of her and the movie. And so go read that because that's a whole other thing. See a lot of 5s, 3.5s, 4s, a lot of 5s and 4s though, which I got to say I agree with. This is probably the one I'm going to put out here. Southbridge Farm says, didn't people die while making the movie? Yeah, there's actually what's considered to be a curse for that movie. And not just for the first one, but pretty much for all of them. And there was stuff where there's, you got to read it. It's like, go and just Google like exorcist curse. And you will see that so many people died mysteriously, got sick, went crazy, a whole bunch, went missing, a whole bunch of craziness. So pull that down. So Golden Ember says he thinks that she would have been better with more animation. I disagree. I think it would have taken away from her because she would have went, and it would have been like, oh, that's an animatronic. I think the craziest thing would have been the sounds and that sound. Ooh, bro. Gives me chills, that cracking sound. Chickaboom says, is that in the movie? No, Chickaboom, the curse, the exorcist curse is IRL, as you kids say nowadays. I literally, and I hate to put you on blast, Brick, I was in a VC with Brick and a couple of the other guys the other day, and I heard him say IRL, like seriously. He was like, wait, you're going to do that online or IRL? I was like, dead serious. I'm sorry, Brick. I was like, huh? You're just saying IRL like that in real life?
Oh my God, it's so funny.
Yeah. He said, I type it so much that I say it now. I totally get that. I get that. But I thought it was funny. So, all right. Awesome prop. I love the projection in the back. It's a way of bringing a prop tied in with the scene that she's in. I just thought it was really dope. This fucking stupid thing. This shit is stupid. It's taking up real estate within Spirit Halloween. We got the freaking Strawman as a filler prop and this bullshit that's going to be sitting in every store. You know what? I take it back. This, in my opinion, is very much the Johnny Punk of this year. First off, stupid sayings. Stupid sayings. Stupid sayings. The This thing is so stupid. I don't encourage. Okay, I want to say this. When Whack-A-Mole was re-released, there was a TikTok trend where people were going into Spirit Halloweens and punching the animatronic. And it pissed me off. Made me mad. First off, somebody is going to be buying that. So you're kind of ruining someone's personal property before they even get a chance. You're a piece of shit. Don't do stuff like that. Second, you need to be arrested for damaging property. You scumbag. And I'm not urging anybody to do this. I'm not urging you. I don't do it. I'm telling you now. Because if you do it, you're a scumbag. But at the same time, I'd kind of understand if you punch this guy. I wouldn't want you to. And I need to make that extremely clear. Do not do it. But I kind of understand. It's like when you hear about, you watch one of those shows on TV and someone, they catch their wife cheating on them with their brother, or their husband is beating them or something. Let's say a dude is beating a woman, and so she poisons him to kill him because she couldn't get away from the guy. You're like, damn, did you really need to kill the dude? But I can kind of understand. Same shit. Don't punch the guy, but I get it. Stupid. What are you guys giving this? And if anybody gives it more than a 1, I am going to mute you for 60 seconds. Oh, fearful frights. No! I'm not really going to mute you, but this thing is so stupid. Allie Kate says, this thing is truly disappointing to me. I hate his voice. The jump scare interrupts a saying, and it looks so cheesy. This thing is trash-orama with meatballs on top. This thing is horrible. This thing is horrible. Speaking of horrible, no, I'm kidding. Young Crouchy. Not Crouchy Junior, but young Crouchy is next. First off, I want to point something out real quick. If you don't know this, now you do. These things right here, these water bubbly light things. Yo, can y'all chill? Look, see, even the dog's getting pissed off at these goddamn props. These bubbly light things that are going to be at Spirit Halloween, some people don't know that Spirit sells their displays after the season. November 1st, you can usually go get what you need to get from their inside store display. These are cool. I mean, that can be put up somewhere year round. I might even go grab a couple and put them in my studio when we film. They're cool. Brick Thunder, you make a great point. He says, plasma and water tubes in the theme this year, along with hologram fans and a shaky bridge. So many cool pieces this year. I agree. Seems like they focused more on the ISE or the in-store experience and not on the props. And by the way, the person who has developed the ISE this year is new to the company. So, you know, and I don't know if he necessarily wants his name out there because he has an Instagram. And I know that some people who are Spirit fans have been mistreating the faces of Spirit employees, which is so shitty. And don't do that. But it seems like their in-store experience is actually going to be cooler. I think the last one that I thought was really cool was the one where they had the aquarium in the back. That one was pretty cool. But you can see that old clown, not old, but the more recent clown door knocker right here. With this guy, does exactly what the other one did. They did change him a little bit to make him look younger, I feel. So I would say it's a young Crouchy. It's not just a small one. But realistically, I don't need him. You probably don't need him unless you don't have Crouchy. Out of 5, what are you guys giving him? Golden Embers is right. Mike Kroll was the old ISE in-store experience designer. One, he was an awesome, he's still alive. What the hell? He is an awesome guy. Super sweet guy, super nice guy, super talented guy. Doing the conveyor belt last year was super cool with the Carvo-matic pumpkin mover. Super cool. This year they seem to have some cool shit too. I'm just really impressed in comparison to the props. Last year had some awesome props. But all right, back to the scores. I see some 1s. I see some 2s, some 0s. What is up, E-Coops? 2s, 1s, 1.5s. The only reason I'm not giving it a 5.5 is why make a young Crouchy when you can just bring back the original Crouchy. They weren't going to bring back the original Crouchy because of Possessed Pumpkin. That's it. That's exactly what it is. They're not going to have the same size prop doing the same size motion right next to each other. The very first thing when you walk in, you're going to be like, neither one of them have a personality if you compare it to the other one, because at that point it's like, okay, well, this guy is the same as that guy. So, but this shit, I also do feel like Crouchy is balding. He's an old man, right? I'm not, for the hair reveal that the Discord loves to see. I need a freaking haircut. They should have given him more hair to really make him look younger, though. But young Crouchy, this would have been a filler prop. I can understand filler prop. How are you gonna have the Strawman as a filler prop and not have that stupid skeleton asshole and young Crouchy taking up prime real estate inside of it? And then you got Monty over on the side like he's not welcome. Which now after seeing this video, I don't know if he's welcome. But you know what I'm saying? Like, put that little small shit over there. Put their box in the back, dude. Nobody's gonna be rushing in there and grabbing that little skeleton dude. Nobody. Your grandma is gonna. When she takes you to Spirit and you're looking at the cool, creepy stuff, your grandma's gonna be like, "Oh, look at this cute little skeleton guy. Oh, he's adorable. I'm gonna put him in my garden next to my flamingo." That's what's gonna happen. Your grandma loves that prop. And then she's gonna see the price and she's gonna shit in her depends and her dentures are gonna fall out. Okay? This is the thing. I get that not everybody's going to want to drop $199, $250, $300 on a prop. I get that. Not everybody wants to, and not everybody can. So I get that you have to have some less expensive props for folks, but one, those two props are not worth the price. And two, like, they suck. They suck. I'm not a fan of those. That skeleton dude is actually worse than Betty Sharp the more that I saw him, and I'm still pissed off, and it was 2 props ago. That skeleton dude sucks.
I like collecting things.
Speaking of sucks.
Can I show you my collection? I love cooking. Mommy lets me do all the chopping. My sister used to be Mommy's favorite, but I took care of that.
So I want to bring something up. One of her sayings. My sister took, or I'm sorry, my sister used to be Mommy's favorite, but I took care of that. All right. So in 2020, there was a prop. And that prop was Mommy's favorite. Betty Sharp is Mommy's favorite sister. Betty Sharp killed Mommy's favorite. Mommy's favorite is in Betty Sharp's bag. Think about that. This is the lore of Spirit Halloween when we talked about before how much we love the Spirit Halloween universe. My sister used to be Mommy's favorite, but taking care of that. She's got blood splattered on her face, holding a knife. Wish that she was actually doing something with it, but she's not. Meanwhile, Mommy's favorite's in the bag. The bag looks like it's breathing. It doesn't actually look like somebody's in the bag trying to move around or struggling. It like breathes. First, it's weird looking, but we're gonna have some murderers, legitimate human murderers within the spirit universe. A legitimate human murderer. Last year we had a love triangle. Henry Hustle's wife ran away with Rotten Ringmaster. Don't know if you know that. That's on his little, that sheet that they give you and tells you all the stuff about him. Henry Hustle's wife cheated on him, left with Rotten Ringmaster. Yeah, it's a damn shame. But now this isn't a clown, demented psycho clown, or a weird, scary pumpkin or whatever. This is a human. Rest in peace. Mommy's favorite. And you know what, Betty Sharp? You fucking moron. It's still Mommy's favorite. Now she just hates you. She hates that you killed her daughter. Which, by the way, Mommy's favorite was a stupid prop, too. What are you guys giving this this piece of garbage that doesn't move at all and looks like a freaking Cabbage Patch doll on crack? 2s, 1s, 4. Pat Cons gives it a 4? Bruh. 4, 0. Wacky Moles. 0 step pads. The widow should have been in stores instead of her. Thank you. Keep this stuff for online only. 1, shipping costs. All right? To ship something this big, it's not going to be the same as shipping something 7 feet tall. You want to really help folks out and really worry about their pockets? Keep the small shit online. We'll sell it to you and we'll mail it to you. And you're not going to have to pay an extra $70 to get your box sent to you. They'll only charge you $69.99. But this is stupid. This is horrible. Widow should be in store. All right, on to the next one. This fucking piece of shit thing. That's that. I will say, though, when we want to look at the skeletons that pop up, this skull is actually, in my opinion, more realistic looking than the one in the bag. Just to be honest with you. I think that one, when he pops up, doesn't have that weird shakiness. I don't know if it's the same manufacturer. And this skull doesn't look realistic. Don't get me wrong. It looks better quality than the one that pops up in the bag. And I can understand why somebody would want this one. A lot of people do a graveyard, and it's very easy to do a graveyard. You get a fog machine. That'll probably be your most expensive investment, right? Get a fog machine. Hide it behind a graveyard. Shoot it to the side, or even shoot it away. Put it on a timer. It'll do a nice little blanket of fog every once in a while. I would urge you to get the ground fogger and use the ground fog juice, which is just cold fog. It has an ice compartment. You put the ice in there. The cooler air that is being utilized causes it so the fog doesn't go up in the air. So I would urge you to get that. That'll be your most expensive. If you're really looking to do a display for cheap, do that and get some styrofoam graves that you can get at the dollar store or whatever. Toss those out there. Boop, 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 boop. Cool. And get this, dude, put it right next to your sidewalk. So when the little kids come up to grab your candy, this guy pops up. Done. Cheap. Quick little scare for the kids that are like 4 and under, 6 and under, maybe 4 and under. Stay there. But done. Easy. Good to go. I get why this is needed. Does it need to be in the store? Maybe in the store. Does it need to be on display? No. Brick Thunder says this is definitely an experiment prop for Spirit doing United States manufacturing. Shipping costs from China is a huge issue for them right now. And I'm glad that you said this, Brick, because not only shipping costs are ridiculous right now because the cost of gasoline is ridiculous and it takes a lot of gas to get a boat across the Pacific Ocean, the biggest ocean in the world, right? But also, there were delays with shipments because of the COVID crap, because of a whole mix of everything. COVID has kind of hit them a lot harder than it's hit us. And, you know, they've had factories that shut down. I like that this dude was made in America. And, you know, I'm going to keep it like that. I'm not going to go into detail about it anymore. I'm just glad that, like, look, it's a good old guy from the US of A. I don't know. You're calling Patriotic Peter. I don't know what the fuck his name is, but Patriotic Peter. Salute to you and your gravestone. What do you guys give this guy? What are we giving him? 0, 1, 2, 3.5, 4, 1, 5, 4.5. HP Haunts, we talked about Monty. We did not talk about Widow yet. 3.5, 3, 3.7, 2. Luke with a 5. All right. 1, -10, 1. This guy is not as... I'm not upset with this guy. I understand where he works. I understand why he's there. That stupid skeleton kid, garbage. This, I can get, 1, why you would have it in the store. 2, why you would have it, period. And I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the guy's less than, if you use a coupon, he's less than $100, or he's about $100, something like that. It's a good quality prop from my understanding. Again, when it pops up, there's no shakiness that looks like it's about to break. I get why it's here. I'm just saying, does it need to be on display next to, you know, Lord Raven? Probably not. Not even a probably. No, not. Go put it over by the Minecraft masks. Okay, Steve. Isn't that his name, Steve, in Minecraft?
I have no idea.
Oh, I think it's Steve. Thank you. It's Steve. There we go. There's United States Steve right there for you. Patriotic Paul, or whatever I called him. Brick, I know that you know it's Steve because you play Minecraft every... Brick Thunder plays Minecraft every day.
Why are you calling us out like that?
Amy asked why I'm calling you out like that. You want to know why I'm calling Brick Thunder out?
Why?
Brick, I'm going to tell you.
Oh, gosh.
This is why I'm calling you out, all right? Because you're a dear friend of mine, and I respect your opinion, and I think that your haunt is amazing. I'm just upset that I haven't been able to go up and see Colossus yet. That's why, okay? Brick Thunder has the best animatronic in the world. I'm just going to put it out there, all right? All right? I'm sad I haven't met him yet. All right. BT in the place to be. All right. So, and no, the only reason I'm bringing Brick up about Minecraft is because every day, him and I talk every day. Like our whole group. We got a group that is Ryan's Haunts, Brick Thunder, Upside, Sky the Killer 420, E-Coops, myself, HK, about 7 of us. Every once in a while, somebody else will jump in there. If I forgot who you are, it's not that I forgot. It's that my cup of coffee is almost done and my mind is going a million miles away. But every day, we could be talking about Flagship and this prop and that prop. And then I'll hear, hey, you want to jump on Bed Wars? Which is a Minecraft game. So.
And you can do it because you're not a Minecrafter.
You can't catch me playing Minecraft, bro. I've never played. I will never play. I don't understand what the shit is. You build stuff, but you fight stuff. I don't know. So. That shit is scary. Especially with the right lighting. However, no, I guess it's a broken neck. It looks like her neck is broken right here. There's like a ripple in it.
It just sounds good.
It definitely sounds gross. It kind of sounds like Reagan when she's twisted her neck around.
Yeah.
Definitely sounds gross. I will say that when we saw like the found footage trailer that was like, you know, those kids running around the University 6 and all that, I will say that it looked like in there that she leaned forward after. It looked like her neck went and she came at you, which I think would have been better, but she's still badass. I like it. No mouth movement, no saying, just a crack and a laugh. Ding! The Savannah stamp of approval. Super simple concept. Works. I think I need to go get a massage.
Dang, are you getting older or what?
Hey, shut up. You're same age as me. You know what it is. You know why my neck hurts. From having to go like this so much when I've been seeing these damn little skeleton props and shit. That's what it is. But, dude, her mouth looks realistic. Like the inside, it's not, at least from what I can see in the video, that the inside of her mouth is not just like a flat black, that it looks realistic. Right? This thing is cool. She reminds me of, and I know it's not exact, but if you saw the new It's, whether it be chapter 1 or chapter 2, I don't remember which one it is, but there's that creepy lady that comes out of the painting. Kind of reminds me of that. You know what I mean? But I love this one. I love it. I can see you guys already typing numbers, 5s, 4s and a halves, 5s. You know, this one is, it's dope. I like it. 4s and a halves, 5s, 4. You know, I think that this one is going to be one of the most popular props at Spirit this year, which is Luke P said she broke her neck because she saw the rest of Spirit's fucking lineup. Speaking of a lineup, I gotta get my damn haircut. Look at this. Ugh. Look. Shit, I look like a werewolf. Look at that. I never really get to see this part of the. What the fuck? You never get to see that part of your face. Can do scissor emojis if you want me to cut my hair. And if not, you want me to grow out some big, long, luscious locks.
No.
A mullet. All right. I think that was the last prop for Spirit's lineup. I believe so. Disturb Hunter says, cut my hair. Everybody else wants the mullet. Damn, Witchy Mitchy did axes. All right, guys. Well,
What about the, did you do the scarecrow? That was the first one?
that was the first one we did. Yeah. Brick said, grow a ton of your hair out so when I take my hat off, it just like a freaking male model from the 90s. A lot of people saying the mullet. A lot of people saying the mullet, Amy.
No.
Just saying.
So we need to remind them about the art contest.
Oh, yes. So Amy says we need to remind you guys about the art contest. Again, we are holding an art contest, and you have until August, was it 17th? 14th?
The 7th.
The 7th?
Or was it the 14th?
No, I think it was 14th. I'll double check, but I believe it's up until August 14th. We are having an art contest. You are going to win a huge Psychotic Circus of Savannah prize pack. Last year, it included t-shirts. It included a Gucci Jason mask. It included COVID masks and pop sockets and stickers. And we're going to do another very big prize pack for a winner for an art contest. All you have to do is by August 14th, and pay attention to this. There are 97 of you guys watching this right now. Write this down. We're going to take our time talking about this because trust me, you're not going to want to miss out on this giveaway. There are some secrets coming with the giveaway. Anyway, you want to write down the email of Savannah Psycho Circus at gmail.com. Amy, you mind putting it in the chat for everybody? Oh, she already did it. Perfect. I am going to pin Amy's comments so that you guys, I want to pin, what the fuck? Oh, there it goes. Savannah Psycho Circus at gmail.com. Okay. We need to receive it by August 14th and pick out a winner. And I will say last year we did this too. Last year we had a drawing that included so many of the inside jokes from the channel. So do your history. That was the winner. It was actually E-Coops. I remember. And he sent us the canvas that he did this. It is hanging in our studio. I look at it almost every single day, and it reminds me of how much I love you guys and how much of an impact you guys have had on my life. Not the other way around, but what you guys have done for me. What's that? On what? Oh, yeah. That's true. So E-Coops, not only did he do the canvas, but he did a video, like a scary movie presenting us the canvas. It was cool. That's why he won. It was badass, and it had all the inside jokes of our channel. So do your research because you're going to have some competition. We also had somebody tattoo our logo in their skin permanently. I am not urging you guys to do that. I don't even have that tattoo yet. All right. So whatever you want to do, it can be a drawing, it can be a video, it can be a tangible object. We had people make us figurines, and all it has to do is something with the channel. That's it. So if you have a favorite joke you want to really highlight, feel free to. If you have a favorite video you want to highlight, if you just love the channel altogether, whatever you want to do, you can do it, and you can win free shit. That's it. And if you can actually send us, if it is a tangible item like a drawing or a painting or a figure or something of that nature, if you actually send it to us, you will see it in most of our videos. We will hang it up on our wall of fame, and your artwork, whether you win or not, can be in our videos. How cool is that? That you can see your artwork here with us in our home. It's pretty fucking cool. I shouldn't have said the F word, but I did. Try not to cuss so much. So again, Savannah Psycho Circus at gmail.com. Amy's putting it in the chat again right now. August 14th is the last date. If you send it to me on the 15th, I'll still look at it. I'll still enjoy it, but you guys will not be able to win the prize. August 14th. August 14th. Art contest. August 14th. August 14th, art contest. Okay. Now I've said it 4 times. You'll never forget that August 14th is when we cut off the art contest. Right? We're going to do the art contest on August 14th.
Brooke and I came up with something for 10K subs.
What's that?
Look at your phone.
What is this? Okay, hold on. So, okay, done. Brick Thunder says if we hit 10,000 subscribers this year, that I live will get a Psychotic Circus of Savannah tattoo. I will. Let's do it. You guys can watch me do it. Matter of fact, we should get some, once it gets done, maybe what we should do is get some temporary tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool? So we can all have matching tattoos?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. So, guys, any other questions? I know you got some. We talked a lot. It could be about the art contest. It could be about Flagship. It could be about new merch that's coming. It could be about whatever. I know you guys got some questions. Make sure you at the Psychotic Circus of Savannah. If you don't know how to spell that, then just hit at and THE. It will pop up. It does a little beep on, I just hit my hat. It does a little beep on the screen. So hopefully I can catch your question. If you choose to do a, what is it called? A super chat? Super chat. It's as little as 99 cents. And you'll be able to get this bad boy horn, which I have not honked one time this time, except for Brick, who got a complimentary free horn honkiage, which I will say is I'm surprised. So, all right, let's see your questions. Just clowning around says Cockaball Torture was captured by the Chinese government. Well, he was wanted for crime wars in Vietnam. So, wrong country. Spike the Clown says, when is the art contest? Right now, and it stops on August 14th. Southbridge Farm says, why is your name John? It's not. It's Savannah. I never know how to pronounce your name, and I'm sorry. It's Poiju? Are you still doing the haunted house this year, or was that community post a joke? Don't know yet. Amy wants to do a display, but not necessarily the haunted house. I would like to have the grand finale of haunted houses. I would like to say, hey guys, this is our last year. Come out and enjoy it of doing the haunted house. It's a lot of work. And the hardest part is getting people to help that are dedicated. That's the hardest part because we get so many trick-or-treaters. Last year, we were getting 1,500 trick-or-treaters a night. We need the help. And it's so hard to get people who can actually help. And I am a stickler for the way I want my haunted house to be. We're working like from 5 p.m. until midnight. Realistically, maybe 1 or 2 5 to 10 minute breaks, if that, because every time that we have to take a break, it causes the line to go even longer. Yeah, and the wait when we're going at full capacity can be as long as an hour wait for folks. So I don't like to, I I want folks that love doing it, and it's hard to get folks that love doing it to actually be dedicated to it. A lot of people, I don't even ask a lot of kids to do it. I think that you have to be older, over probably the age of 15 or 16. And the only reason why is because when you're younger, you get tired quicker, to be honest with you. Most people who help us are adults, and they get tired too. It's a hard job. You're in there sweating, you lose your voice, but it's so worth it. So worth it. So Brick Thunder says, what props are you picking up at Flagship? I still think I'm going to go with the ones that I wanted, which are going to be the clowns and the monkey. Clowns and the monkey. Halloween Enthusiast says, what are your pickups for Flagship? Yep, there we go. Just answered that one. Let's see here. Allie Kate 325 says, temporary tattoos of your logo would be so cool and are a wonderful idea. Thank you so much. Moonlight Harvest Haunt says, what do you think the Spirit movie is going to be about? I know what it's going to be about. It actually has an IMDb page, which is Internet Movie Database. And it has a synopsis of the film. And I believe it's that some kids get caught in a Spirit Halloween store and the animatronics come alive. Now, what animatronics are they going to use? That part, I have no clue. Hopefully, they're better than the ones they rolled out this year. Golden Ember says, honk, I wish. Cheesy Beans Boy says, get a mullet, a tattoo, and a shorty bike and start a biker gang. Oh, that was a good comment. If you've never seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space, guys, you probably don't get that joke. Jacko the Halloween Kid says, for your 10K special, after you get the tattoo, you should dress up like the girl from Finding Nemo.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know what he was talking about until you said it out loud.
You know, the girl with the fish in the bag?
Yes. Oh, like, why?
Oh my gosh. Allie Kate says, what is your number one favorite prop from Spirit's lineup this year? My favorite prop, we kind of discussed this before. It's going to be a tie with the Widow, Lord Raven, and Strawman. None of them clowns, unfortunately. So a couple more questions here. The Brave Ghoul says, it's your last year? I'm not sure. It's a lot of work, and I need to find people that are closer to our area that are dedicated to help. So if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas, you want to help, holla at us. All right. Just clowning around said, did you know that Bog Zombie doesn't actually have that arm movement because apparently he was broken in the video? Yeah, Brick Thunder, all my faves this year are not clowns, believe it or not. Believe it or not. NJ Horror says, are you doing more DIY videos? I need them. It depends on if Amy is saying we are allowed to do the haunted house. So not only do I need you guys to say, Amy, we will hit 10K in the chat, but I also need you to say, Amy, we are doing the house. Wait, no, don't say that. That sounds weird. Amy, haunted house, please. Say that. Brick says it's a false rumor going around. His arm's meant to do that. I know. It's a funny joke, though. So now they're all saying, Amy, we are doing the house. Amy, do the house. Just Clowning Around says, do you like Honky or whatever his name is? Honky the Clown? I love Honky the Clown. I don't have him and I want him. Need Honky the Clown. So Mace Ryan 92 says, do you like Beavis and Butthead? I mean, I've watched it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I did watch their newest movie, though, where they go into space, and it was pretty much freaking... what was that movie I watched? Remember where that guy went into space and then was talking to his daughter through the bookshelf?
Oh, I forgot what you were talking about.
It was pretty much the Beavis and Butthead movie. It's the same one.
Yeah.
They go into space and stuff. Just clowning around, asking if we're doing the backyard yet. Nope. So I see a lot of hashtags. Amy, haunted house, please. Amy, we will hit 10K still. Interstellar, Awoken Nightmare. Interstellar. How did you know based off that guy that goes to space and talks to his daughter through the bookshelf? Interstellar. Yes. I broke my rule twice tonight of honking this damn annoying ear-bleeding horn. I love you.
We need to find one that works.
I actually talked to the maker of the horn and said, yo, bro, your horn doesn't sound like a horn no more.
Right.
He was like, can you send me a picture of the horn? I'm like, you sold it to me. Okay. So I sent him a picture and he was like, oh, you need this charger. And he told me what charger it was. And I guess that charger is supposed to help. But I think what we need is a new battery for it, which then that means that the bottom of this horn would be just black. Like one of these would be black, which is completely fine too. But
Yeah, it sounds like a drill now.
yeah. JM Haunts asked if we're going to do a live at Flagship. We will probably do a couple different lives at Flagship. I'll put it that way. Multi-camera angle? Multiple days? Who knows? Who knows? Amy, we will hit 10K. Badland Haunts asks, what's my least favorite? I am stupid tonight. Animatronic this year besides Betty Sharp. Actually, Betty Sharp, after I saw that, was reminded of that stupid skeleton. Betty Sharp isn't my least favorite. That stupid skeleton is. So can't wait to see you guys at Flagship, says Fearful Frights. Hell yeah. And reminder, if you come to Flagship and you come up to us, you can get a limited edition Psychotic Circus of Savannah mini poster signed by myself, customized to you. So imagine, for instance, Fearful Frights. I could write 2 Fearful Frights. Nice shoes. And I'll work on what I'll sign, okay? But think about that, right? Or you got a friend that really likes the channel and they couldn't come to Flagship. You could be like, dude, can you say, happy birthday, Josh, or something like that, so he can have something to be like, wow. And I will say, these are really nice quality. These are not flimsy. These are really good quality posters. I'm actually really impressed with this. This was Amy's doing. Amy, I tip my hat to you.
Thank you.
I don't think that they saw me. I think my tipping of my hat was off camera. Tippy. I'm tipping.
Thank you.
Ma'am. My lady. All right. We got a couple more questions here. Are we still doing the spicy chip challenge at Flagship? I got to get more. I want folks to help me out with it. Who's Goblin says, is Nozzles and Widow's sales because for me it says they're out of stock? I think you're asking if they're on sale or if they're sold out. They might be online. I don't even think either one of them was available online yet. So you might be seeing a link that is not live just yet. So just clowning around says we need a Spirit Halloween diss track.
No.
We're going to stick with the Spirit Halloween rap. That we're going to do. Let's see here. Somebody was asking, I just saw a couple moments ago, was asking, where is Flagship? Flagship is in Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey on July 30th. 30th, right? 1 week from today. The first Spirit Halloween of the season will open. We all can run in like crazy people and step on each other's body parts to get that box that we want. Everybody's going to be scrambling and clawing and just to get that little Skelly Bones or whatever the hell his name is. Oh my God. Halloween fan 1890 says, go to Fright Kingdom, please. He says this every live. And to be honest, I don't know what Fright Kingdom is. So let's look it up. We might be plugging a haunted house that it is in New Hampshire, which New Hampshire is pretty far from us. However, maybe the next time I'm in Boston, I can head up there. I do travel quite a bit, almost every week. Again, I will be in Round Rock, Texas, right outside of Austin, Texas this week. So yeah. How many hot chips does NJ ask that we have? Currently, we only have 2. I will be grabbing some more, though, because in the next week, a week from now, we will all, at Flagship, I will, maybe I'll get 5 more, something like that. And we will do a video, which you cannot hold me responsible if you croak, choke, spew yolk, or I don't know. Well, I couldn't think of anything else that rhymes. If you get hurt by eating these, I'm not held responsible. You're doing this at your own risk. Okay? Matter of fact, if you do eat one of these and you die, that just means that I get to have your place in line. Deal? Deal. So maybe I get the prop I wanted. Huh? All right. Allie Kate says, I heard you travel a lot for your job. May I ask what you do? Nope. I travel. That's what I do. Moonlight Harvest Haunt says, those chips are spicy. I was dying. If we're going to Illinois, Brick, we will definitely talk because I need to see Colossus, bro. Haunt Dude says, when does Possessed Pumpkin and Reagan release? I don't know, and I wish I did. What temperature are the chips?
Look at the back. I think that's
It's not, he means on the Scoville level?
Yeah.
So when it comes to heat, they measure heat, meaning like spiciness, on something called the Scoville level. I'm actually going to open one of these real quick and see if it says, ooh, holy shit. First off, I just noticed this is in the shape of a coffin. Look at that. What this says inside is that the one chip challenge is made. It's, again, literally just one chip in this package. And that it is made with one of the hottest peppers known to man, which is the Carolina Reaper. Speaking of, look at that Reaper there. Similar to Spirit's Reaper, I think. Spirit should probably release a version of this. But, oh, cool. There are little posters inside once you beat it. So maybe that'd be a cool little picture. But it says that there are 5 rounds of eating this. The rules for the challenge are you must eat the entire chip. I cannot talk. That you have to wait as long as possible before drinking or eating anything. And then it says to post your reactions. And that there are 5 rules that, or 5 rules, 5 rounds that this chip kicks in. The first one, spicy. Then it turns into what they call the scorpion sting. That's where, like, when I had the world's hottest gummy bear on our live, which we saw some for sale today, it just feels like your mouth is being stabbed by 400 bee stings. Then it goes into the vision disruptor, which is probably going to cause your eyes to water. Then it goes into what they call the gut slash.
Oh.
Spirit Halloween is going to have porta potties there. Okay. Part of that reason is going to be due to this challenge. And then the last one, it says roasted and toasted. So the one chip challenge. I'm looking, it's Carolina Reaper and Scorpion Pepper. However, it does not say what it measures on the Scoville level anywhere on the box. I'll look them up, but they're hot as shit. I'll tell you that much. Just clowning around says, can we raid your hotel room and fill it with Johnny Punks? Sure. Southbridge Farm says, eat one now. Nope. I learned my lesson with that gummy bear that I almost heaved a wet. I almost did the Reagan. Right? I'll do it in front of you guys live. Brick, that is correct. The gummy bear was 900 times hotter than a jalapeno. So, and they're saying it is 1.7 million on the Scoville scale. Just clowning around says someone's going to be shitting their pants inside the store at Flagship. They're going to call it Flagship. Oh my God. That's hilarious. Omar says he'll go to Flagship just for the chip. Come on, dude. Come on. But guys, we're going to end it off with this, all right? And I'm being all super serious for a second here. We had some very scary stuff happen in our family and friends circle this last week. Take care of yourselves. Stay away from drugs. That was not in our house. I just want to point that out, but it could be in somebody's house. Stay away from this shit. It's not cool. It's not funny. Somebody's life who is very, very, very dear to us has been changed forever, and we hope that she makes a full recovery. It's not cool. It's not fun. There are other ways to cope with shit. You can always rely on folks. And if you ever need to reach out to somebody, you can always reach out to us via our email as well. But stay the fuck away from it, dude. I'm just being super real with you. You're going to have losers that try to pull you into it because losers like to be around losers. And they don't want winners around making them feel like a loser. So they're going to be doing that shit, trying to get you to do it. Stay away from them. And if you are doing that shit, you're better than that. You are better than that. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. Get the fuck off of it. Go back to a life that you deserve. And yeah. And also, one of our cats got really sick and we almost thought that it was going to die, but it didn't. So we're happy now. We love him very much. And I cried about my cat, but I'm glad that he's alive. So, last thing I was going to say, art contest, August 15th. Art contest, I'm sorry, 14th. See, I already fucked it up.
We'll see you at Flagship.
Art contest, August 14th. Art contest, August 14th. Art contest, August 14th. That was actually extremely high-pitched and loud. The microphone just didn't pick it up because it was so dynamic that only certain breeds of dog can hear that note that I just hit. Mariah Carey, you ain't got nothing on me. Ariana Grande, who? All right. So August 14th, art contest. You can win shirts. You can win other cool shit. Last time our prize package was probably $250 worth of shit. Okay. We're still putting it together. So Art contest, August 14th. Email your art pieces to savannahpsychocircus@gmail.com. It is pinned in the comments. July 30th, 1 week from today, Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. Spirit Halloween's grand opening of their flagship store. We will be there, shitting our pants. Also having cool shit to give you guys. We would love to meet you. Come and say hi. With that being said, we spent our whole evening with each other. I usually don't say this on lives. Happy haunts, but if you're going to Flagship, crappy haunts, because you're going to shit yourself. I'm just being super honest about it. You are going to dump in your pants after this.